Hi, I'm Alana Howard, and I'm doing a discrimination speech over transgender in my basic public speaking class. I picked this topic because it is something that I understand over all the other discriminations. I have multiple friends that are transgender, and this is a subject that we talk about a lot. I am doing my speech over an article called A Gender Not Listed by Jack Harrison, Jamie Grant, and Jill B. L. Herman. In their article, they talked about how there is this group of people that they call the Q3 GNLs, and I just call them the GNLs because they're the group that on documents like government documents or healthcare, if you're going to the hospital, you fill out forms that their gender is not listed, and there's a checkbox for that. There's also a checkbox for those who didn't just like other or stuff like that, but this one says gender not listed. And they specifically wrote about an article over these people because they have their gender that they like to be called, and it was not on there. And they're transgender people. And they have statistics and just percentages of different ways that they've been discriminated against, like surveys, and like their experiences of discrimination. But over the demographic of this category, that's what I'm going to talk about. And the sex assigned in birth. The GNLs, 73% were female and 27% were male. The highest race for the GNLs on the survey was 70% white, and the lowest race was 1%, which was American Indian or Alaskan Native only. And then for region, there was the highest, which was 23%, and that was Mid-Atlantic, and the lowest is 12%, which is two different ones, which is the South and New England. They went over annual household income and educational attainment and age. Educational attainment. The highest was at 35%, and that was college degree only, and the lowest was at no high school diploma. The highest age for the GNLs was 25 through 44, and the lowest was 65 and older at 0%, and the 25 through 44 was 60%. And that's just for the GNLs. There are those who didn't write in a gender, and there's just the overall sample numbers. But for the experiences of discrimination, like I said, there are different experiences, like on the survey particularly, and one of them is harassment in K through 12 schools due to bias of them being transgender. GNLs had 83% of harassment in grade school. That's a lot. That's substantially a lot. Sexual assault in grade school, K through 12 schools, due to bias, 16%. 16. Should be lower than that. Lost work due to biases is 19%. Work in underground economy for income is 20%. And medical refusal due to bias is 14%. If I went to a hospital and someone refused to give me medical treatment because they didn't agree with my beliefs, would that be fair? No. Going to a hospital, you should not get refused because of what you are or who you choose to be. And that's pitiful. Postpone needed medical care for fear of bias, 36%. I should not be fearful of going to a hospital if I'm hurt. HIV positive discrimination, after that was 2.9%. And then unknown HIV status is 11%. Attempted suicide. 40% of GNLs attempted suicide. Harassment by police due to biases. That was at 31%. The police are supposed to protect us, regardless of who we are or what we think we are. Very uncomfortable seeking police assistance, 25%. Physically assaulted due to biases, 32%. And sexually assaulted due to biases, 15%. That's all I got from that article on statistics and discrimination. Hope people gain information from this and knowledge, and that's what I was going for. Thank you.